There's a lot of people who think Bill Belichick is the greatest football coach of all time. Now, I know there are also a lot of people who say, hey, it was all Tom Brady. He created everything. Look at what's happened with Belichick since Brady has been gone. But one of the things that made Belichick so good was his strategy. You see, in football, from a defensive standpoint, there are several in-the-box strategies. Meaning they're like strategies you can implement that are immediately there. You know how it works. You know where players are supposed to go. It's coverage strategy. Is it a cover 3? Is it a cover 2? Defensive line strategy. Are you playing a 3-4 or a 4-3? Are you playing a 5-2? And then you have 4 defensive backs in the backfield. There are different strategies in the NFL, and most coaches, even the great ones, will take one of those strategies and specialize in it. And so if you know that the league, right, is going to more of a pass-happy kind of situation, you play a nickel coverage consistently. If you know it's a more running league, you're going to put more people in the box to stop that big running back, to make them and force that offensive team to pass the ball. Belichick, though, did it differently. Yeah, he had some standard defenses that he used, but he devised strategy individually with each and every game that came up. There were some games where certain players played the whole game. That next game, even if that player was amazing, they could play very sparsely dependent upon the team that they were playing. And this strategy depended upon what the team was good at, what they weren't good at. And they went after their weaknesses. I start thinking about what I do for a living in benefit strategy. And there are a lot of people in the benefits world who have certain strategies, these in-the-box strategies that they implement every single time. And they've become very good at it, right? From a self-funded standpoint with reference-based pricing, they know exactly what to put in. From a stop-loss standpoint, from a risk management standpoint, they know what the network should be. And they use these same concepts every single time they talk to someone. And that's a good way to go about this, right? It automatically gives you leverage against someone who isn't using any strategy at all. In no way am I stating that I am the Bill Belichick of employee benefits, because to be quite frank, I have better hair than him, I'm funnier than him, and I'm not a total jerk. But my idea of strategy is more on the lines of Bill Belichick than it is anyone else. You see, strategy matters, but how do you know what the strategy should be unless you know the specific organization you are going to be working with? Because every company is different. Every company has different needs and wants and desires. Every company has different employees. And yes, there are some things that are the same across the board. But there are many things that are very particular to that specific business's goals and long-term needs. And so when you are looking for an employee benefit specialist, a strategist, you need someone who will work specifically for you and your needs, your wants, your desires, your strategies. Because if not, they're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And that works sometimes, but not all the time. I believe that's one of the reasons that employee benefit open enrollments are so hectic and so difficult, and that we as an industry at large hate them. It's hard, it's tiring. Normally that's because we're trying to fit square pegs in round holes with a strategy that isn't specifically tailored for the business at hand. So, the takeaway from this: find someone who cares enough about your business to know it, to live it, to breathe it, and to be able to take that knowledge and devise a benefits strategy specifically for your company.